Welcome back to White Mountains today. I've got Jorge Donoso from Weathervane Theatre over in Whitefield, New Hampshire. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks.
And you guys have an awesome show, speaking of shows, coming up here shortly on Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday. We have full day of tech on Monday, and then we're opening Monday night at 8 p.m.
Okay, and what's the show going to be?
The show is called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime.
Yes.
It's adapted for the stage from a book, actually, by Mark Haddon. And it's the story about this 15-year-old boy who is a person with autism.
Okay.
And what this incident with a dog who he really, really loved and came to befriend, how it affects him once he finds out what happens to the dog, and how he sort of goes on a mission to find out who did what to the dog, when, where, and why.
Okay. So it's like a mystery
It
almost.
is, yeah. I would say it's a mystery. It's really heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, heartwarming. Again, it's the story of this boy and his family and the people in his neighborhood, and sort of how he travels the world in his head.
Aww.
Through yeah, it's really beautiful, and we're having a lot of fun rehearsing it. We started rehearsals last Friday.
Okay.
Started rehearsals last Friday, and it's going up this Monday.
It's insane how quickly you guys put shows up.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The first show, I guess the third show of the season that we opened, but the first big musical this year, we put up in 7 days, and we just closed last night, and that was White Christmas.
Ah!
So that was like full choreo, lines, blocking, full tech, light, sound, opened. We did, 11, 12 shows probably.
Wow.
And then we just closed last night, and the audience was howling and roaring and cackling the entire time. It was awesome. Yeah.
Good. And last time we had the couple come in, and I'm failing to remember their names
Grace
off the top of
and
my head.
Ira.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not great with names. I get a lot of names coming in here, but they had talked about, and we were discussing how much goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize when they're watching the show, as far as the lights and the text and the costume and the music and the, preparing the lines, and there's just so much that goes into each show.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So this year we have an amazing intern company who not only do they have their own show on the main stage coming up, which is the concert version of Spring Awakening, and they also have their own Theater for Young Audiences season that they do every Friday over at the theater.
Oh, nice.
But also, like, after every single show on the main stage, they stay behind and help with turnover, meaning they take all the props out for the show that we've just done and bring in all of the new props for the show that's about to happen the following day.
That's
and
a lot of
obviously
work.
Everybody from tech, from props, costuming, lights, sound, set, everything. They stay behind after every show to switch everything over. So I was talking to Scout, who's our resident lighting designer, and she has to stay behind after every show to bring down the lights that aren't needed for the next show and put up the next ones that are needed for the following show. Yeah, it's intense.
Imagine.
It's a revolving door of show after show after show. I'm not entirely sure when people sleep, but it does happen every once in a while.
Like you have to perfect the art of catnapping.
Yeah, exactly.
20-minute power naps.
Yeah.
Lots of coffee.
Yeah.
She said you guys were regulars at Dunkin' Donuts up there.
Actually, yes. Except the woman got my order wrong today.
Oh,
I was
no.
Very sad, but it's okay.
Well, she's got a lot of orders coming in from
yes.
all you
Oh my
guys,
gosh.
I'm
Are you
sure.
kidding? I'm surprised that every time we walk into Dunkin', she's like, "2 cold brews?" Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, yeah. You got it. Got to go to rehearsal. Bye.
So you guys have The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime starting Monday.
Starting Monday.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
You can go to the box office to get tickets, and then you can also get tickets online in advance.
You can also get tickets online at weathervanenh.org.
Weathervanenh.org.
You can see everything that's available on the seating chart and everything.
Including the intern show that you just mentioned.
Including the intern show that I just mentioned. We have one more show that we've yet to open called
That's right,
Sister
Act.
Yep, that's coming up in, oh my gosh, we start rehearsals on Tuesday. So we open Curious on Monday, and then we start rehearsals Tuesday morning for Sister Act.
Wow.
So you can only imagine how intense it is going from like a play where it's like very emotionally heavy, to having to go switch gears completely the next day into a musical comedy.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Something really cool about Curious Incident is that it's being directed by Katie Huffman.
Yes, she mentioned that.
Who is a Tony Award winner herself. And it's been so much fun having her in the room, like sort of getting to see what her concept for the story is. On Broadway, they told the story with a lot of tech, a lot of lights, a lot of sound. And she really wanted to focus on the text. She really wanted to allow like us, the actors, to tell the story via the text that is written and exploring that within the ensemble. And it's been so cool just to get to work with other company members that I may not have worked with before.
Exactly.
And seeing what they're also bringing into the room to like tell this awesome, awesome story.
It sounds like a very inspiring atmosphere and a very family-like atmosphere, which was another thing we touched upon last time, which sounds really nice. And it sounds like it probably makes some of the struggles and challenges of things being as quick as they are worth it.
We have to adapt very quickly in the room, and you know, some things work and some things don't. You can spend an hour working on something that you think is going to fit into the puzzle of this play, then you put it all together and you realize the work you did for an hour doesn't actually fit into what the theme or the concept of the story is. You have to go back and rework, but you're going to see that all on Monday. I'm going to spend all weekend going over lines, like lines, while doing a 2-show day today for a different show.
It's insane.
So it'll be cool, yeah.
And then, but to help you guys out with all the hard work you're doing, you guys, you mentioned you have a $10,000 matching donation for the theater.
Yes.
So explain that a little bit to me.
Absolutely. So we get some amazing patrons over at the Weathervane Theatre. They stick around after every single show and say hello to like all of the performers, company members, tag, everybody. And this year we have an amazing donor by the name of Meyer Koplow, who has generously agreed to match dollar for dollar up to $10,000 in new donations to the Weathervane Theatre.
Wow.
In honor of our new producing artistic director, Ethan Paulini.
Wow.
Yeah, Ethan has taken this organization to a new level, and people are seeing that work and are getting excited about the work that is happening on that stage, bringing new programming that has never been done before on that stage. And people are getting really excited about it and wanting to be more of a part of the theater and the community.
Oh,
so
good.
he's wanting to donate dollar for dollar up to $10,000 in
That's
matching
amazing.
donations.
And so do they go on the same website to
They can
donate?
go on the website to donate. They can call the box office to donate. They can visit the box office and donate.
Okay.
They can come to a show and donate. But yeah, lots of exciting things happening over at the Weathervane, and we're really excited to show you all what we've been working on all summer.
I'm really, really excited for you guys. So you've got the Curious Incident, sorry, this is a long title.
The Curious Incident
of the Dog in the Nighttime.
Yeah.
You got Sister Act.
We have Sister Act.
Intern Show.
Intern Show.
And they're all available to order tickets online at weathervanenh.org at the box office, or you can call for the donations as well.
You can call for the donations as well. And right now in our rotating rep, we also have The Drowsy Chaperone, which is another musical comedy going on. That's one we have 2 shows of today.
Okay.
And then we also have this beautiful show called Bright Star, written by Steve Martin. The music is very folksy, bluegrassy, country.
I think I would like that.
Yeah, it's based on a true story about
I would
this
definitely
woman
like that.
in North Carolina, and it's intense, it's funny, it's silly. It's another one of those like heart, gut-wrenching musicals. But all of these shows are going to be in rep up until, I believe, August 31st.
And then you've got the big show at the end where you do like bits of each show.
Best of.
Best of,
Yeah. I was just talking about that with somebody last night. I think they were thinking of doing like 6 numbers from some of the musicals, from each musical, actually. So we closed White Christmas last night, and somebody said to me, well, better not forget it, because you're going to be doing that during Best Of.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we have all of that stuff coming up. Yeah.
And that show really is a accumulation of all of the revolving that you guys do, because you're doing all the different pieces of each show in one show. So it really shows off your skills on being able to be so adaptable and versatile.
You know, this rotating rep in professional theater used to be a very common thing that occurred, and now the Weathervane Theatre is the only professional theater in the country that still has a rotating rep with this many shows.
Wow.
And I think that's something special that needs to be cultivated. And like you said, it's a good way to show what we've been working on throughout the entire summer, a culmination of during Best of. So,
well,
yeah.
It's been so lovely having you on the show.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. And it sounds like you guys have some amazing shows. So if you're interested in any or one of these shows, if you want to help donate to support the theater, which sounds like an awesome opportunity to do, you can go to weathervanenh.org. You can stop by their box office, which is open
10 a.m. Monday through Saturday, I believe.
Yep. And or you can always go to a show or call and make sure you check them out online. Make sure you give them a little love. Stop by and go to a show if you can. It's an absolutely fantastic opportunity over in Whitefield, New Hampshire, the Weathervane Theatre. And thank you, Jorge, for being on the show. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back on White Mountains Today.